Welcome back to the Cathedral of Information, beloved secrets behind the stars family. In a realm as combustible as Turkish show business, where ego often outshouts merit and loyalty evaporates the moment contracts get fatter, something rare has jolted the system. In the glare of cameras and the drone of lighting rigs, an unexpected show of solidarity has broken the usual order and rattled an entire production from the top floor to the makeup chairs. Today isn't about beach photos or party sightings. Today we dissect a corporate and emotional earthquake with two epicenters, Barış Arduç and Elçin Sangu. The corridors of the industry aren't whispering, they're roaring. Behind the curtains, a battle for artistic dignity has been unfolding, a quiet war that turned deafening the instant Barış hurled a line so sharp it sliced through budgets and boardrooms. If Elçin leaves, I'm leaving too. Imagine the shiver that sentence sent through investors who thought their spreadsheets could predict everything. What could push one of Turkey's most bankable stars to gamble his contract on principle? Is this the death knell for a hit, or the spark of a rebellion led by actors who refuse to be props? Before we pry open the vault of what really happened, hit subscribe, turn on notifications, and if you want to fuel fearless storytelling that lifts the veil production companies love to pull over your eyes, tap the join button. Your membership keeps our voice loud. Ready to hear the truth behind the ultimatum? Let's go. To grasp the blast, trace the fuse. Sources embedded deep within the set tell us this wasn't a sudden storm. It was a slow weathering, a patient erosion that stripped the paint off the storyline piece by piece. At the center of the conflict is Elçin Sangu, an actress whose magnetism and nuance have never been in question, yet who, according to multiple reports, became the casualty of baffling creative neglect. Writers, whether bent by exterior pressure or blinded by a misread of the show's heart, began sliding her character out of focus. Picture the ache, an actress of Elçin's caliber watching her role. Initially crafted as a cornerstone, dim scene after scene, until the character felt like a set ornament rather than a beating pulse of the plot. Elçin, known for discipline and a spine of steel, confided to those she trusts a line that sums up the bruise: "I deserve more in this story." This isn't vanity, secrets behind the stars family, this is respect for the craft. She wasn't lobbying for extra close-ups. She was defending the integrity of a character she built with sweat and stubborn love. While she held her ground in silence, someone was listening with both ears. In an ecosystem where co-stars often avert their gaze to guard their own deals, Barış Arduç decided that indifference was not an option. He absorbed the crackle of frustration as if it were his own. The electricity viewers feel when Barış and Elçin share a frame isn't camera trickery. It's the echo of a professional pact that exists when the cameras are off. Mutual trust, shared standards, and a refusal to let the other be diminished. Witnesses describe a set drained of its old warmth. The jovial glances during breaks cooled, the routine chatter thinned out. After a clumsy scene that robbed Elçin's character of weight, another in a chain of missteps, or perhaps in a meeting that spiraled past politeness, Barış let fly the sentence that changed everything: "If she walks, I don't stay." No haggling over pay. No demand for perks. A line drawn for loyalty. That single stance froze producers in mid-stride. Barış knows the show stands on two pillars, and he made it clear: topple one, and he will let the other fall with honor. Let me pause and ask you, have you ever had a colleague put their own position on the line to defend your work? Would you call Barış a hero for this, or label him reckless for risking it all? Drop your thoughts below. And remember, members who click join get priority replies and the most detailed breakdowns from me. Panic, of course, exploded in the production offices. Insiders recount midnight emergency sessions, phones buzzing until batteries died, group chats pinging with frantic rewrites and desperate attempts to rethread an arc that had been unspooled for weeks. Losing one lead is a crisis, losing both at once is an avalanche. Money men see it in red ink, creators feel it in a hollowed-out story. Rumor has it, promises flew in all directions, a fortified narrative for Elçin, a return to the prominence she never should have surrendered, scenes with muscle and a character journey with teeth. But is a bandage enough for a wound that deep? Can trust be re-sewn with last-minute stitches? Barış, for now, sits in prove-it mode. The threat lingers like a sword above every script meeting. He hasn't walked it back, because the point wasn't noise, it was change. The producers know that now. So do the brands who tied their campaigns to the glow of Barış and Elçin. It's not the script alone that sold this series to advertisers, it's the pair. The on-screen spark is the magnet, the partnership is the selling point. The commercial world, which speaks fluent numbers but stumbles over art, is hammering the same message at the production: do not break the duo. Know them, no deal, is the chorus rumored in conference rooms. That pressure tilts the table. Talent now has leverage backed by marketing money, and that combination is hard to ignore. Through the chaos, Elçin has chosen a strategic quiet. "I won't speak until it's clear," she reportedly told her inner circle. It's a masterclass in timing. Any sentence she utters now risks being twisted into a headline with clause. Her silence compels action: deliver the rewrites, lock the guarantees, respect the character as a principle, not a favor. Behind the scenes, her team has gone into marathon mode, meeting after meeting, document after document, ensuring this week's promises don't evaporate by next week's shoot. She isn't asking to be treated like a diva, she's asking for certainty. She wants commitment to robust female characterization, the kind that makes viewers lean forward and keep stories honest. And while the deals swirl, the court of public opinion is on fire. Social feeds are split but equally anxious. One side hails Barış as a man of conscience. Together, they elevate the show, they write, arguing that this crisis could be the purge that saves the series. The other side fears the worst: if both walk, is the show done? Conspiracy hunts have taken off. Is this a negotiating gambit or an obituary being written in slow motion? Some predict a rebirth, others whisper about the Great Schism. A fracture that future TV historians will point to as the day an empire fell because it forgot where its heart beat. But let's be clear, this fire didn't ignite from a single spark. Castmates quietly admit the embers were building. It wasn't sudden, one says. It's what happens when grievances pile up and no one listens until it's almost too late. Barış and Elçin forged their alliance the hard way, on long days, under time pressure, inside the grind no one sees. They swapped ideas, softened rough lines together, and picked each other up when the fifth take felt like the 50th. That kind of camaraderie isn't romance, it's something sturdier, a professional kinship that anchors trust. Barış isn't standing up for Elçin because it looks noble, he's standing up because without her, the project loses the core they built with deliberate care. An injustice to her is an insult to the work they carry on their backs. Now the industry holds its breath. Contracts, calendars, sponsors, and fan hopes, all hang in the balance. Soon, the question, if Elçin leaves, will Barış leave too, will stop being speculation and become a headline. Will the production seize this moment for a creative reset that restores the soul of the story? Or will it stumble, proof that even giant shows can collapse when they mishandle the very stars that make them shine? Whatever the outcome, one truth already stands. Barış Arduç and Elçin Sangu have claimed the moral high ground. They've shown that talent and dignity are not line items to be bargained away. They've reminded an industry addicted to quick wins that audiences fall in love with authenticity, not algorithms. Whether the series resurfaces stronger or the curtain falls, their stance has already rewritten the rules of how far stardom must bend before it finally says no. Here at Secrets Behind the Stars, we'll keep the watch lights on all night. The minute a contract changes, a scene gets rewritten, or a statement lands, you'll hear it here first. If this story of solidarity stirred you, hit like, share this video so the decision makers understand the audience is watching, and consider joining our VIP circle by clicking join. Your support keeps us independent, loud, and impossible to ignore. Until the next update, family, hold the line with us, and never forget what loyalty can do when it walks into a room and refuses to sit down.